So this is your dashboard. It's going to default to the last 30 days on here. You're able to customize this for however you want to be able to look at any type of report. It's going to show you anything that's been passed, failed, late, missed. You can click into each one of these to pull a report of what's going on with it. Then you also get your issues on this side. These are flagged issues from your inspections that you've done. You got your resolved, your assigned issues, and your unassigned. If I click into the unassigned issues, this is going to show us a report based on what we've done so far. If I just click into one of these issues, it's going to show me exactly what's going on with it. If I wanted to mark this as resolved, I can do that. It gets rid of that issue for me. I can also assign it to a specific person, give them a due date, hit save. They're going to get this assigned to them via email, and it's also going to show up on their My Task section in the app itself. Any repair notes will be down here at the bottom with a timestamp on it, so let them know when something was completed. Results is just a detailed report of the inspections that you've done. It throws it into a PDF for you, has your full inspection with all your photos, your questions, and everything in there. And if we go over to the report section here, this is where your equipment checklist results show up. You can pick whatever parameter you want for this as far as a time frame. You can also export this into a PDF, Excel, text. It's going to show you all your missed, passed, failed inspections. And it's also going to show you your resolved issues that you completed within that time frame. If we move over to the checklist side of it, this is where you can customize any checklist that you want to at any point in time. You're able to switch the question structure, free text, numeric, drop-down answers. I can change one question if I wanted to here. You can have pictures tied to every question. You can also nest a question in here. So if someone did fail it, you can either have a statement to let them know what to do with the equipment, toss it, throw it away, whatever. And then also you could have another question pop up to get more detail if needed. Over on the equipment side of it, company equipment is where all your equipment would be at in the system here. If you click on a piece of your equipment, it's going to show you what it is. Down at the bottom here, we have the full equipment history, when we commissioned it, if it was assigned to someone, inspected. I can click into each one of these to see what's going on with it as well. If we move over to the worker compliance records, this is where you'd set up any type of a training schedule that you want for someone. If you want to look at what equipment they have checked out and that they're using, or any past equipment in the system will show up here. You can see that it's the checkout, check back in, timestamped, and everything. The admin side of it, user management, is where you'd go in to set up the types of notifications you want that person to receive, just toggle on and off. And then it's also where the security roles are for that user. Analytics system administrator would be full access to that software and platform. And then you just tier it down based on that user, what you want them to be able to access. If we go back to the main part of the dashboard here, the upcoming events, this just shows you what inspections you have due in the next 30 days. You can also customize that for any time frame. And we can see here we have some inspections, some glove inspections, fire extinguishers. We can see what area they're at, what location they're in. And if we go over here on the next page, if it was assigned to someone and someone was using that piece of equipment, the name would be right there as well. If you need to switch a language for any of your workers in here, we do have different languages that you can pick through. And once you change it on the dashboard side, it's also going to change it for that user on the mobile app. So that's the dashboard and everything. I'm going to stop it there and switch it over to the mobile device. So this is the mobile app for safety inspection manager. We can see here, we have our assigned location, worker, checklist, commission, task, and quick scan on here. If we have an inspection due on our equipment, I'm just gonna hit checklist. I'll scan either the RFID tag, the barcode, or search if we have a manual ID for it. We'll hit scan RFID tag for my equipment I have. Once we scan it, it's gonna pull up any type of inspection that you have in the system for that equipment. You just click which one you want to do, and we can go in here and answer our questions. As you can see, we have an image tied to this first one, just showing us what the buckle should look like. If I go through and answer all my questions here, if you do fail one, it'll automatically make them put notes into it, take a photo of what's going on with that equipment. And then you can see these little flags that are popping up on the right-hand side. These little flags will just let you flag something as an issue. Maybe something needs a repair done to it, or just a second set of eyes on there. We can say what's going on with that equipment. We can say the label needs looked at. We can take a photo of that exact label on the piece of equipment as well. Let's take a photo of this harness right here. Once we use that photo, we're able to go into it, mark it up, point it out, add more notes on here. Maybe we want to say it's on the right side. Once we hit done and go back here, we'll see a little red flag next to that now. Retire equipment is how you decommission something from the system. So maybe this harness was gonna fail the inspection. You're gonna toss it out, you just retire it. That way, if it didn't get tossed out, someone tried to scan it to use it, it's gonna tell them it's not in service. You're able to pause inspections as well. What this allows you to do is step away. Once you come back, all your answers, photos, everything will pick you up right where you left off at. We'll go ahead and pass this inspection, and then you can add more notes, take more photos of your equipment. In here, once I hit complete, we just scan that tag to confirm it, and then we completed our inspection. Assigned a worker would be how you give this to a worker that's checking it out to use. If myself was using this, I can just type my name in here. We can scan this equipment. Once we scan it, it's gonna show us what type of equipment we are sending over to that worker. Once we hit done, it confirms it, and now I am assigned to that piece of equipment. Quick scan just allows you to check in to see what's going on with your equipment. Maybe you found a piece of harness or something just laying around at your site. You don't know what's going on with that. I can just hit quick scan. It's gonna tell me all that detail in here. So we can see last time it was inspected, who inspected it, where it's supposed to be located, and also who it's assigned to at that moment. So now we can bring it to that worker and make sure we have a little talk with him, maybe an accountability talk about losing equipment. Assigned a location would be how you switch it from one spot to another spot in the software itself. Maybe we're gonna put it in the safety storage room for now. We'll just scan this equipment, and it's gonna move it right in real time for us. The task feature, you could break this out up to 60 days if you wanted to. If you just wanted to look at one area in your site to see what's going on with it, we'll just go with all of them here, and then I can look at all tasks in the system. This just pulls up a report just showing me exactly anything in red. These are all past due inspections or flagged issues that needed to be looked at. I can click on these flagged issues, see what's going on with it, resolve it myself, add some notes. We'll just say I was fixed. I can take a photo of what I did once I hit done and confirm it. That's when it's gonna kick an issue out of your system. Anything in green, these would be your upcoming inspections or flagged issues that we have in the system. And all the ones in white are just flagged issues from an inspection with no due date assigned at the moment. If we move over to the worker section, quick scan on a worker will tell you everything going on with them. So we can see here, we can see what type of equipment that they have checked out and they're using. If they are fit tested for equipment, it shows up here telling you when their next fit testing is as well. And then also any training events or medical events that are scheduled in the system will be on here. They'll get email reminders about these when they're coming due. And then we can also have it run up to a supervisor as it gets closer if they haven't completed it. To record a training event that did happen, you just hit worker event, pick which one that you want, fully customizable, and you can create those on your dashboard. Maybe we had Corey attend a training event. We want to get his signature. You could take a photo of a certification he received, add more notes in there. Once we hit complete, if you had 20 workers at this training event, you can hit do another and have it go on to the next one. Area location is same as equipment. You just pull up your area inspection that you want to do, scan it with the tag or the barcode, and you'll have your customized checklist for that area. And then we can sync all of our data over to the dashboard by pressing sync down at the bottom here manually. Or we could have it set up where you auto sync it every 30 minutes, every hour, however you want that set up.